Hi everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome to a video covering 3 topics. I've probably pinned them so there should be like different tabs for different things on the video. So go and check out the story that you want to go and check out. So these trio of stories that are important to players. The first one is compensation for the yearly objective in Summoner Showdown, that's the wrong thing. Spring of Sorrow. The Spring of Sorrow Gauntlet at the moment has got those objectives. Some have been, well, fine. Others, pairing them up has been like pairing the right wine with the right type of meat. It's like red wine with red meat and fish with white wine. You've got to pair them up well, otherwise it's going to taste bad. And with the issue, that was the bugged issue of the, was it the 2021 objective? So, it feels such a long time ago. But in all actuality, I think it was like last week, wasn't it? It was last week. Honestly, time with the game goes on. I'm even thinking like it's been a bit kind of bland at the moment in MCOC, but that's probably because I'm playing a lot more Marvel Rivals as well as MCOC, but it's what's interesting. Anyway, sorry, cut to the chase. When's compensation coming out? People have been asking about that, and the answer on the matter is Command Crash says, we are just working out exactly how to complete the objectives for those who did the run but didn't get the points. If I had a guess, I'd say middle of next week for this compensation. If you redid the run, you already have the points and there's no other compensation planned. So that just kind of gives you a bit of an idea there with it. I don't think you're going to see this, especially if someone says it sucks that you had to use more items to get the points and that shouldn't ever be needed. But beyond potential generic revive compensation, there isn't much they can offer you, and that's same. But at least you get an answer, and that's something that's important, getting an answer to this particular issue of when you're going to see the compensation, which the answer is sometime next week if you are waiting around for it. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of people went out to just do it in any case because they wanted the points ASAP. And now on to Deadpool and Wolverine. So, with the release of the movie, which I've got tickets to see it tomorrow, I've been trying to stay away from spoilers. Unfortunately, with covering Marvel Rivals and San Diego Comic-Con, and I got spoilers, and I'm really gutted about that. There was also some stuff on YouTube, and I'm so annoyed about it as well. So I think I've had, unfortunately, 3 spoilers. Anyway, when it comes to the world of Marvel Contest of Champions, Kabam are doing stuff, but they're not. Like, this is the, I don't know what to call this. It's kind of like cinematic that you can find on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the description. But it's certainly fun to see a Deadpool versus Wolverine type, or Deadpool and Wolverine type thing. So, yeah, this is it's pretty cool, and they can hug it all out, can't they? And moving now into game, Kabam have given us some stuff as well. Nothing too major, some light stuff on things. Kabam have really got to sort this messaging thing out, this inbox rubbish. It's kind of like, it's just clutter, absolute clutter. But Kabam are running some stuff for Deadpool and Wolverine, profile pics and titles. This here is one of them, profile pic, right there. And there's an objective. It's not a super spicy objective, but it's an objective nevertheless. Nice profile. Honestly, getting some nice little profile pic art for free is quite nice, because a lot of the time Kabam would slap like 300 units on it. Anyway, you get here like an option of whichever side that you want with your images. There's also like a claim here of choose your title. Not your friend, best friend, and add your friend. Claws and cuddles, just a simple little objective. Fun, I guess. And that is really it. Would I have hoped for something a bit more with a tie-in? Well, apparently we've got the Alpha Flight at the moment. That's the side quest, and the side quest is meant to be... Is it this one here? This is meant to be that. So, tie-in event. Maybe it's the case Kabam can't kind of stretch to doing a full-fledged event for it because we don't really have the team. And also we've got the Legends event dropping next month, which is meant to have a lot more things. From what I gather, next month is going to be super spicy, and especially from some of the stuff we're going to see in a minute, Kabam are giving this kind of indication and tease that there's more to come this year, especially as we're hitting 10 years. So you kind of think like there must be something big on the horizon, and Kabam will be giving out left, right and centre. That's that. I mean, they did give out some. You can get free if you're Valiant. Valiant and Paragon, you can get free 7-stars. So they are giving stuff out. It's just the problem is we all need to be kept happy, and we like events and free stuff and things like that. But saying that, we just had Spring of Sorrow Gauntlet and Alliance War Showcase and Saga Incursions. It's kind of tough at sometimes to go, well, should we get more? Like, what are people wanting? Lots of stuff, and we want it now. Anyway, we've got to move on to this 10th anniversary bundle, Google Play Points, Command Ferris wheel, and talk about the costings behind it, because there's a lot of things with it that are a bit kind of confusing. I mean, I don't spend any money in the game, so it's kind of confusing to me. That's not confusing to me, but it's not something I'm overly caring about. But if you can get some free play points, of course you can get some good things from it. And there's been some point discrepancies on things, like the 10th anniversary costing 10,000 play points there, and then costing, 20,000 points. 20,000 points there. Now, the easiest way to describe this is that the points required will vary based on locations. That's not really on Kabam. Like, if you, I don't know, it's different. I'm always in the camp of saying if Kabam can run some of this stuff within their store, their web store, then it is going to be better for Kabam to price stuff. Unfortunately, it comes to certain places in the world and they have to price it by what Google dictates. So that's always very strange, isn't it? Like, Google Play is always going to be dictated in a way that it costs. So that's always a fun thing, isn't it? And also level. Like, that's people were questioning the level side of things. Like, I'm not in any kind of way like higher up in level. I think it's just a points, because that's generic. That's not. I haven't logged into anything. I'm pretty certain I didn't log in to anything to get this right here. Which, like, by the way, that's me. So I was like a bit kind of like, what have I done now? What have I done now? But no, it's just a case of examples here of like the points breakdown and stuff. There's some other things going on as well. Shout out to Gary Oddy, who's sent me Gasly, who sent me this and kind of like explained where he's at with his spending. Yeah, it's like it breaks down quite extensively on the amount of money you spend. Now, from what I gather with the booster, now this is coming out from, I think, Marcus, who's there at the moment, because I was speaking to him. He's, I'll put a link to Marcus's X. And he was saying to me that if you get a booster, works out about $30 to get some of the stuff within it. But if you didn't use, I think you still got to spend $30, right? You still spend $30. But if you didn't have the booster that Kabam are advertising, or not Kabam, sorry, Marvel, no, Google. It's Google that are kind of like saying this one here, like the booster for getting stuff. Anyway, like if the supercharger, that's at the supercharger. But if you didn't, about $30 that. If you didn't have it, it'd be costing you about $150. I think it was. That was the kind of estimate, or something like that. It may be a little bit less, 6 times as much on the play boost, which it says there. But you still got to spend money. And that's the thing that just like, I'm just getting really thrown about this, of how it's kind of like structured with it. It's a spendy access thing. You can ride the Ferris wheel for free, but I think it's like, hey, do you want to play Marvel Contest of Champions? Do you want to download the game? It may lead to a load of downloads, which is great. But it's a very weird side of things. It's not like when they're at New York Comic Con. It wasn't like when they're at the Battlegrounds Brawl. It's not like a few other places as well, but this is all about trying to get new people playing the game, but also in some ways either Google are trying to like recoup their costs while, you know, promoting and sponsoring this Ferris wheel, because hey, putting a Ferris wheel up costs money. I don't think we're under any kind of illusions. We all know how that works, but it's just very weird because obviously this is a free to play game. Really cool because there was a video by Dave. Dave appears in a video, giving us a little bit of kind of a run through of all this. Just like talking about like I think he says you can ride it for free and stuff. So that's that. But it's the event. It's the side event with it, or side spendy event with it. So that's the other thing. I love those t-shirts for 10 years. I want to get myself one of those. Anyway, what will Kabam be doing? Will they be doing New York Comic Con? Still don't know. I'm beyond the point of planning for it, so it's difficult for me to kind of like get the opportunity. as I did say the other day. Anyway, really, really weird, but you can get some free play points, I think, by doing Google opinion rewards, but they're very scarce and isn't great because you're not going to get a huge amount of take home of credit. But how? Because like how this works, it's like if you had 1,000 free points by doing things like Google opinions or any other means that gives any kind of free credit to your Google Play account, and of course this is for Android players, which then it's kind of sad that like iOS don't do anything, like App Store don't do anything, but App Store are more interested with taking everybody's only developers' money. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here because there's a lot of there's a lot more stuff I want to cover, make other videos about. But yes, hopefully it gives a bit more kind of clarity on it. It is a spendy type event from what I gather. You may be able to get some free points, but I don't think you'd get enough to kind of get yourself some of the lovely things that they've got on offer, especially from here. And it does seem like a spendy type event. Anyway, that's been a video. What are your thoughts on some of the things we discussed in this particular video? Check out some other stuff located on screen. And yeah, I'm going to make some videos for tomorrow now. See you later. Bye.